why is it so hot in there? It's because this has 4 sides, all the vertical sides here border the roof space, and there is 0 insulation on them. So the only thing keeping the heat from the roof space out of here is one clear acrylic panel. All right, here I am in the bathroom again, and I'm trying to make this place more comfortable when we take a shower and just try to make it less prone to condensation and mold and mildew. So how am I going to do that? There's a misconception about bathrooms that more ventilation or air leakage is good for condensation because you want to flush out that humid air. But if you have too much air leakage, it's going to make the bathroom cold, all the surfaces in here cold. So every time we turn the shower on, all the surfaces in here are below the dew point. We get condensation all over the place, all over the walls and ceiling, and mildew starts showing up in some of the corners here. So I'm going to try to reduce air leakage as much as possible to raise the temperature here and do something about the condensation and the mildew. One thing I haven't yet touched is the skylight here. Doing a blower door test on this house, in positive direction, I get about 4 air changes per hour more in the positive direction than the negative direction. Why is that? Because in the positive direction, it's like a hand pushing this thing up and into the well and increasing air leakage. More air goes out than comes in. It's still quite leaky in the negative direction as well. And I can show that with fog. But what I'm going to try to do is create a durable seal here so that this doesn't leak. We can't control the conditions in this bathroom until we can contain the air in here and get supremacy over the temperature and humidity in here. So we want to use controlled ventilation, not just air leakage, to prevent condensation. So the first thing I'm going to do is take a look at the seal around here, take a look at the trim that's around here and what condition that's in, and see what I can do with simple materials to try to deal with this condensation problem. So you can see here that there's quite a lot of movement here. This just lifts right out of its socket and goes all the way up. So there are a lot of bugs here. There's even a snail here, so it's gross. There's bugs here. You can tell this is very well connected to the outside. Pretty gross. I'm gonna clean this up and then, all right, I'm gonna clean this up. Now my son's trying to get in. Okay, so there's a lot of gross dead bugs, cobwebs, things like that. And then this actually goes all the way up. You can see that the interior lining stops at some point, and this basically goes into the roof space. So I can stick my hand down there and that goes into the roof, and that's why it's so cold in here, because that's connected right to the roof. So I should seal this part off from the space down here. What I'm gonna have to do is make some sort of flat surface here so that I can seal against it, because otherwise it's too complicated to seal against this uneven surface. So there's 2 ways that there's air leaking out of here. Sorry, it's loud because of the fan. The fan is on. But this is what gets sucked into the house under negative pressure and some wind conditions. You can see the fog streaming away from that seam right there, obviously. But also this part here. Air is leaking out from along here, this part along the trim here as well. So both this side and this side need to be sealed. It's interesting. So the longer the bath fan is on, the hotter it gets in this bathroom because it's pulling air from the roof space here. So what I'm going to do next is try to plug up seal this gap here between this acrylic cover, which goes to the outside, and this, which is just decorative covering here. So there's I can stick my hand into the roof space. It's very hot over there. So when the fan is on, it's actually drawing hot air from the roof space into here. So it's not helping. Man, it is hot in this skylight. And there's a big reason for that. But first, I'll tell you what I've done with some air barrier tape from Tight House. I used it on the seams here. This is metal fascia, just made to look good. I've sealed these seams here, the vertical seams. And then I've also sealed at the top, between the top of the metal lining and the skylight, which is over there. So I've bridged the gap here, which goes into the
into the roof space. So I'm gonna hit that with some spray foam. No one's ever gonna see it. I'm not to say that I don't care what goes there. It just, that seal will be never seen again, which is why it hasn't been done. Another thing is I've gone along here and done some taping of this gap here, make this a smoother surface so I can get a better seal of caulk, and also reduce the volume of caulk that I'm going to use here. So this is going to sit, I'm going to put a fat bead of caulk along here to make a seal with the clear acrylic panel. And then on this side, I'm going to do a thin bead of caulk along here, because I know this leaks as well. But what I'm going to do is hit that, I'll cut the tip on the caulk on very thin first, so I can get this fine bead here. And then I'll do it thicker for the lip over here. So this is just standard acrylic caulk. Said acrylic sealant, gap filler. Not really the most amazing caulk, but it doesn't need to be. We're not putting this in a high stress situation where it needs to actually provide a positive seal against pressure here. So we're going to be putting, there'll be weight pressing down on it for all time, so we can trust that seal. So before I put the acrylic panel back in, I might trim some of the foam back at the top, make sure it looks good. Once I have that seal, I can be confident that fewer, well, in this case, moths, spiders, snails get into this skylight, because I'm not going to be able to get at it once I seal the acrylic panel at the bottom. But so that's how the bugs and some of the hot air get into the skylight. But again, why is it so hot in there? It's because this has 4 sides, all the vertical sides here border the roof space, and there is 0 insulation on them. So the only thing keeping the heat from the roof space out of here is one clear acrylic panel. All those sides of this skylight are super hot. So if you're gonna use a skylight, insulate the sides of it and air seal the heck out of it so that it doesn't let hot air and just heat radiate from the sides into your living space below. Don't do skylights because you think you're saving energy on lighting. The amount of energy that you spend on lighting is tiny compared to the amount you would spend on heating and cooling because of the skylight. So do it for amenity, but not for energy savings. Okay, now I'm going to put a fat bead of caulk around the perimeter, and then I'm going to put the acrylic panel up and then set it down into that bead of caulk. Okay, so I've got good contact all around. Looks like it's sitting well into the seal. I'm going to go clean up the caulk, make sure it looks neat, nicer than when I started, and clean up some of the little spots around the frame. I think there are actually spots left by pests as they leave their waste on the ceiling, because they hang out up there, and then wherever they go, they leave waste behind. If you like videos like this, make sure you subscribe, like this video, and please share comments about what the biggest skylight fix you've been able to do, and how much air leakage savings you were able to get, because it's great if we share lessons learned. So thanks very much, and see you on the next video.